Mahoning Valley Thunder will defend their home turf within the walls of the Chevrolet Center, next on Fox 1762.
Not just the highlights, we'll have the whole game. It's the Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
And we come to you tonight from Cortland Banks Field at the Chevrolet Center in downtown Youngstown for Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week. Tonight, the Green Bay Blizzard in town to tangle with the Mahoning Valley Thunder as the inaugural regular season wraps up for the Thunder. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krispinski with you. Pleased to be joined by Ralph Sandy. And Ralph, it's been a great season for the Thunder. The fans have come out in droves. And although the Thunder not playing for playoff potential or any situation like that, still plenty on the line, plenty to play for as the regular season wraps up.
Absolutely. A lot of these guys playing for a spot maybe next year to be on this Thunder team. And also there's a pride factor, and they would like to play spoiler against Green Bay. The elements facing off tonight. It's the Blizzard and the Thunder coming at you next on the Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
The Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Salem Air Park and Advanced Foot and Ankle.
Inside the friendly confines of the Chevrolet Center, it's time for some Mahoning Valley Thunder football as the Thunder, as unbelievable as it is, will wrap up their first season under the tutelage of head coach Mike Holt. The Thunder hosting the Green Bay Blizzard. Mahoning Valley checking in with a record of 6-9, looking for win number 7 tonight. Green Bay, you can flip those numbers. The Blizzard check in at 9-6. So as we have this football game all set to get underway, Ralph, a great crowd on hand. And the last time we were here, we saw a terrific ball game with the Thunder coming out in front in overtime.
Yeah, really, they've had some good momentum here at home. They hope to continue that tonight, and getting off to a good start would really be beneficial to the Thunder right here.
The Thunder won the toss. They elected to kick it off, however. They'll receive in the second half. Shore Rise boots this one high into the air. It is off the screen and taken out across the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20, outside of the 25, then back to the inside. And brought down is Gerald Harris out of Washington in his 3rd year, and he has a terrific return. And one of the Thunder players is slow to get up, Reggie Perkins. Green Bay offensively stacks up this way. The quarterback is Zeke Dixon. The wide receivers, Kellen Allen, Scott Bernoski, and Nathan Hardwick. The fullback is Antonio Ficklin. Marcavius Woods is the tight end. Antoine Murphy is the center. And Kwa Edafia is the guard. That's not Aqua, that's Kwa Edafia. High motion for the Blizzard. Quarterback back to throw, firing along into the end zone, and there's a penalty flag down. It will go against the Thunder.
That's going to go against Maurice Taylor right there. Mo Taylor guilty of a little push in the back. Plenty of time for Zeke Dixon to throw the ball down the field.
Illegal contact, number 1 of the defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So that'll bring up another first down. This time it'll be 1st and 5 after the 5-yard infraction. Thunder defensively looks this way. The defensive backs, Perkins, Sweeney, and Taylor. Sam Crenshaw, the local guy, is at one of the linebackers, the other Mike Andrews. Brandon Brown, Eddie Robinson, Anton Caesar rounding things out up front. Zeke Dixon out of Stephen F. Austin turns, gives, run play, and it's over the right side. And Antonio Ficklin out of San Jose State over the right side for a nice gain on first down. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 after that 6-yard gain, Ralph.
Yeah, he's not a guy that gets the ball a lot, but he does average 13 yards a carry, Antonio Ficklin. So it's pretty nice to know that when you do go to the running game, you can get 13 yards a pop.
Zeke Dixon, 6'2", 225 pounds. High motion, that is Kellen Allen. Zeke fires, pass is complete to Bernoski. And Bernoski has a first down inside the 10 and brought down near the 6-yard line. So it will be 1st and goal, and the Blizzard really looking solid offensively in their first possession.
Yeah, and that's surprising too. Zeke Dixon hasn't started a game since June 1st. He's been the second stringer. Their first stringer, Gino Gaduli from Cincinnati, left the team this week. So Dixon finds himself back at the helm in a very important ball game for the Blizzard.
High motion, that's Nathan Hardwick. Run play, left side goes nowhere. Again, they tried to run it with Antonio Ficklin. And Ficklin was brought down after, if any gain, it was a very, very short gain, bringing up 2nd down and goal.
Anton Caesar that time does a great job from his tackle position, getting down low and stopping that at the very beginning.
Zeke Dixon playing in his 10th game. He's completed better than 54% of his passes for 23 touchdowns and over 1,400 yards. Dixon to throw. Steps up, is harassed, firing, and it's incomplete. Great pressure up front from some of those big bodies for the Thunder, and they really rushed him into an errant throw. And the Thunder, as we've seen, has been the case all season long here at the Chevrolet Center, when their backs are against the wall in short yardage situations, in the red zone, so to speak, they really pin their ears back and come right at you, and have come through more than a few times.
Yeah, it's so easy in arena football when you're back against the goal line like that as a defense to let it all loose, because really as an offense you don't have many options down here.
Dixon back to pass on 3rd down, rolling, firing, and it's almost intercepted. Mike Andrews probably would have scored a touchdown. Lots of real estate ahead of him, but there's a penalty flag down, and we'll find out what the call is from our referee, Greg Allen.
Illegal defense, number 22, Mahoning Valley. After this is a goal, automatic first down.
So it was a series of some very stellar defense. All goes for naught. It'll be first down as Andrews, no wonder he was so wide open. It was in an illegal position.
Yeah, as that linebacker, he's not allowed to float back into coverage. That's exactly what he did. He broke on the ball once it was thrown and probably would have been where he should be, but drifting out of that box caused him to earn that penalty.
Clock rolling, 11:19 to go here in the opening quarter of the final game of the regular season. The inaugural season for Thunder football. It's been something special, lots of fun. Zeke Dixon turns, gives, run play. And it's to Antonio Ficklin. He's down near the goal line. It'll be 2nd down and goal from just inside the 1-yard line. So the Thunder again will have to really stiffen up front defensively. Another run play. Ficklin is not able to get in, and the Thunder defensively do the job as Anton Caesar and Reggie Perkins get lots of penetration, and the Thunder have forced a 3rd down and goal. Ficklin unable to get in for the 2nd straight try.
Boy, when you take away that penalty by Mike Andrews, you're talking about 6 consecutive plays. The Thunder have really held their ground. There you see Anton Caesar, the first guy to make contact. He gets up and celebrates. The other guy's going to finish it on the ground.
Zeke Dixon turns, pitches, Ficklin, touchdown! And the 3rd time is indeed the charm as Ficklin plows in from inside a yard. And Ficklin allows the Blizzard to draw first blood. It is 6-0 with a point after upcoming.
That time they decide not to run up the gut. They try to get him into some space out there on the right-hand side. And when you're 6'2", 273, and you get a little running start, it's going to be hard to bring it down.
Bob Forstrom on to attempt the point after. He's out of St. Norbert College, 5'7", $170. Snap is back, hold is down, and the kick is underway, and the kick is right through. 9:18 to go here in quarter number 1. It's Green Bay 7, Mahoning Valley nothing on the Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
Fans, the Mahoning Valley Thunder's inaugural season is over, but the 2008 season is just around the corner. Season tickets are on sale now and are even more affordable. Don't miss any of the exciting arena football action set to return to Cortland Banks Field at the Chevrolet Center in 2008. Call the Thunder office at 330-758-4AF2 or visit MahoningValleyThunder.com. Feel the Thunder. For a limited time, save 10% and the Thunder will pay all taxes and fees.
Step on the field and get in the game with Fox 1762. Another exciting season of Scrappers baseball is here. Be a part of the action. Not just the highlights,
Will of the whole game.
your Mahoning Valley Scrappers
On your local sports leader, Fox 1762.
The Scrappers take on the Crosscutters August 2nd, live from Eastwood Field, only on Fox 1762.
Mike Holt's team trailing at 7-0 with 9:18 to go here in the first quarter. Let's send it down to the third member of our broadcast crew. It's Joe Alicia, who has more from downstairs. Joe?
Yeah, thanks very much, Chad. I had a chance to talk to Coach Holt earlier this week. He's not concerned about how his team will respond if they get down. There's a lot to play for, even though they don't have the playoffs. Of course, you want to send the home fans here with the victory, send them in the offseason with a win. But there's also a lot of personal pride on the line. A lot of these guys auditioning for the Arena League, of course, the parent league of the AF2. So we'll see if they can get it done here in the next quarters. Guys, back to you.
Thank you much, Joe. And there is a lot to play for a lot of these guys personally. And there's also some bragging rights on the line. You don't want to go into an offseason kind of on a bad note with a sour taste in your mouth. And as Joe pointed out, you want to send the home fans out of here with a win so that momentum can kind of get you through towards the beginning of season number 2. Kickoff is gobbled up by Perkins, out to the middle to the 5, cuts it back at the 10 to the outside, and he's brought down shy of the 15-yard line at the 14. If he breaks that tackle, he may go a heck of a lot further than that. And he was brought down on the play by Rob May. Thunder offensively stack up this way. Mike Schneider, the backup quarterback, in for injured Glenn Gant, will get the start. Chris Johnson, Brian Majors, Kenny Johnson, the receiving core. Tim Murphy out of Pitt as the fullback. Brandon Eaton, the tight end. Wally Sunny, the center. And Mike Lane is getting the start at guard tonight. Mike Schneider and the Thunder wearing the traditional road whites. The home blue jerseys will be auctioned off after the ball game. Schneider to throw, firing, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Kenny Johnson. So the Thunder fans getting a chance to see what the road unis look like.
See Schneider this time looks over to his left, sees KJ late, has to deliver the ball as quick as he can. He had KJ open all the way across the field and didn't catch him till the end and threw that thing out of bounds.
Schneider has thrown for 1,488 yards and 25 touchdowns. He's averaging just under 149 yards per ball game, completing 55% of his passes. Majors goes in high motion. Schneider to throw. Flush to the right. Schneider firing down the field, and it is incomplete. And the official put his hand in his pocket to pull out the flag and then didn't do so.
Well, I thought for sure that was going to be a penalty right there. Brian Majors went up and got hit while he was in the air. Although you look back here at the line of scrimmage, another flag is down. We'll take a look at this at the replay, see if you see anything on.
Number 42 to defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
There's the illegal defense, 42 blitzing the quarterback, and boy, clearly some contact. I think that referee's only reasoning would be maybe that ball was uncatchable.
The Blizzard defense stacks up this way. Donnie and Ronnie Amati are two of the defensive backs. Stephen Kaysen the other. Rob May the linebacker, and quickly rounding through, Gustavus Tyson, Jason Hardy, Tyree Young, and Corey Loth is one of the defensive tackles. Schneider sends Chris Johnson in high motion. Schneider back to throw, firing, screen pass, and it is complete for not much real estate. And that pass was complete, I do believe, to Kenny Johnson. Yep. So it's completion on first down, and maybe a little bit better than initially I thought Looks like it's a gain of about 4.5 yards, maybe 5, bringing up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Johnson did a nice job there after he caught it to get what he could. He just dove forward.
Kenny Johnson, one of the few veteran receivers that's been around the whole season. He's playing in his 14th game. He's caught 743 yards worth of offense. And another short pass is complete to Chris Johnson. And Johnson is out ahead inside the 15, down near the 14-yard line. And Chris Johnson was here one game, played well when he was just very, very unfamiliar with the offense. Then he went on to get hurt the following week on the road. And he came back 2 weeks ago and put on a pass-catching clinic here. And the Thunder are certainly glad that he's on the roster. He's one of the few veterans that's been around also. Schneider to throw. Schneider fires and the pass is complete to Johnson. Johnson inside the 10, down near the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Chris Johnson has really come up big this season with the departures of Chris Archie and DeMarcus Mathis due to injuries. He's really stepped up. And again, you mentioned this is a guy that wasn't even with the Thunder for the first couple games of the season.
But he has certainly found his groove. You notice he has that big brace on his left elbow for Mike Holt. Mike Holt is certainly glad that he's around. Second down and 2 upcoming. Thunder can get a first down before scoring a touchdown. Schneider muffed the snap and then is treated rudely, stuffed to the turf. And he is brought down in rude fashion by Jason Hardy, the defensive lineman out of West Virginia. Schneider, from first glance, looked like he had a hard time handling that snap.
I think that snap came earlier than he thought. After he gets up here, he looked at the center and said that was on 1. So a little miscommunication there. And you know, how many times do we see that end up in a turnover? So the Thunder get a break right there.
It's a loss of 3, 3rd down and 5. We're at the 5-minute mark. Thunder trailing at 7-0. Johnson goes in high motion. Schneider to throw, but whistles and flags will rain and be heard all over the place. And I think one of the Blizzard players jumped across early, but we'll see.
Tyree Young was in the backfield as quick as Mike Schneider was.
And that's obviously against the rules.
Number 99 of defense, unabated the quarterback. 5-yard, half to the assisted goal. 3rd down.
So that will bring up a 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and very, very short now. Looks to me like less than a yard.
In the past, this has been Tim Murphy territory. There you see how quickly that 300-pounder get off the ball, but a little bit too early.
.438, clock continues to roll. In high motion, there's Chris Johnson. And again, there's movement up front, and I think Schneider may have maybe held on his cadence, or maybe wanted to go on 2, for instance, and somebody else jumped. It may have been one of his teammates, however. Let's check it out.
Take a good look at it right here. There you see the hard count. Yeah, it was number 99 again, it looked like.
Well, the Thunder will take it, that's for sure. And they'll now have it 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line.
It's always amazing to see the nose guy jump off sides because he's looking at the ball. He lines up right over it. But Tyree Young, 2 plays in a row, fell for Mike Schneider's hard count, and it's a nice way to get a cheap first down.
1st and goal from the 3. Thunder trying to tie the ball game up at 7-0 Green Bay. Schneider turns, gives. Tim Murphy trying to barrel forward, and Murphy will not get there. In fact, he is shoved back and brought down on a terrific defensive play. And the former Pitt Panther, you don't stop him very often in that regard.
No, you don't see him push back like that at all. But again, you see a little bit of miscommunication there. It almost looked like the old option where you ride him and then you take off. And Mike Schneider decided not to keep that football and gave it to Murphy a little bit too late that time.
And with the injury problems that the Thunder have gone through at the quarterback position, maybe it's a good thing he hadn't held on and tried to run that in with those defensive backs in strong pursuit. Kenny Johnson goes in high motion and more movement. Wow.
That might be a delay of game penalty right there against the Thunder.
Yeah, play clock is at 0. Good point, Ralph.
Delay game on the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, that's kind of surprising because it's not like Mike Schneider's new to this offense. You know, he has started a handful of games this year when Glenn Gant was injured, and really they seem out of sync here as an offensive unit, whether it's the missed snap or the miscommunication on the handoff. Just not performing that crisp right now.
We're under 3.5 minutes to go. Thunder backed up. It'll be second down. And a goal from the 8. Schneider to throw. Schneider steps up. He's flushed. Now he'll take it himself to the 5, and he is brought down near the 5. If he even got there, looks like it's more like the 6. And so deep in territory of the Blizzard, the Thunder unable to get something going offensively, as there's also a penalty flag down on the field.
We've seen our fair share of those already in the first quarter.
Too many times.
Again, in arena football, it's so difficult down here in goal line situations to drop back and pass because your receivers are so limited in what they can do. Schneider looks downfield, really nothing down there, tries to point Tim Murphy to get a block. But the guy who should have blocked, Rob May, got to Schneider before Tim Murphy could do anything about it. And there are the officials in that huddle that we've seen so often this year.
Again, too many times tonight already. And they're sorting things out at the 3:06 mark. Blizzard 7, Thunder nothing in the battle of the weather elements. By the way, the last blizzard to invade the Mahoning Valley back in 1993. So again, there's your weather lesson for the night, courtesy of meteorologist Paul Wetzel.
There are 2 flags on the play. The first flag was for defensive holding, which is being picked up since there was a run play. The second flag is for illegal defense, and number 42 of Green Bay, linebacker outside of the box, results in a first down.
Okay, so after all of that, things looking better for the Mahoning Valley Thunder.
See, and that's what's difficult part for a linebacker in arena football. They can't leave that box, but as soon as you see Mike Schneider running, it's so tempting to go up there towards the line of scrimmage as if you were blitzing, and then you get that penalty called. It takes away from I think the instincts of a linebacker. But obviously it's a needed rule in arena football, or you'd have the quarterback sacked every single play.
The Blizzard coaches are letting the officials hear it. Not liking that particular call. But finally, after what seems like a 10-minute pause, we will play football again. It'll be first and goal for the Thunder from inside the 5-yard line. And again, the officials will have a conversation. And this is something that will not make the fans happy because there is such a long delay.
You know, and if there's been one complaint about this season here that I think has been very successful and exciting, I think it has been just that. You know, the delays with the penalties, the amount of penalties that occur.
And the one game that I can really remember that this was a big problem was the very first game of the season here.
And you know what? You kind of expect that, though, in the first game. I remember both of those teams, the Thunder, it was their first game as a franchise. And so you expect that a little bit. But here, you know, you're talking about the last week of the season. You don't expect it. From the officials or the players, for that matter.
And this is ridiculous. Doug Lytle is speaking with 2 of the officials right near the Blizzard bench. And finally, we will get back to it. And that's Greg Allen's responsibility to take charge of the situation and tell them how it is and move on.
In all actuality, you're going to change it after talking to the coach? I don't think so.
Not usually. High motion goes Chris Johnson. Schneider to throw. Schneider flushed from the pocket. Schneider racing for the goal line. Spins. It's down. Mike Schneider spinning off a potential tackler. And he was indeed into the end zone, and Schneider gets the Thunder out of the scoreboard.
Mike Strider, who struggled last week with an ankle injury, probably didn't want to run that, but pretty much had to due to pretty good defense by the Blizzard, but ends up getting in the end zone.
Schneider's third rushing touchdown. And he came in with 62 rushing yards. Add a few more there. Shore Eyes for the point after. The kick is up, and the kick is right through. 2:08 to play here in the opening quarter, and after those long delays for penalty after penalty, the Thunder come through to tie it up at 7 on the Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
Scion, the car that lets you accessorize to fit your identity. Melgrata Scion. Come on in and build one today. And Scion's pure price means no haggle, no hassle. You pay the published price. Melgrata Scion on the Strip Hermitage. Your Scion, your identity. You gotta see Grata. New Toyotas like the Camry Hybrids, the FJ Cruiser, and the Yaris, plus Tundra and Tacoma trucks. Toyota certified used vehicles, service parts, and a body shop. Come see why Mel Grata Toyota has the highest ratings for customer satisfaction on the Strip Hermitage.
Hey, Arena football fans, the Mahoning Valley Thunder's inaugural season is over, but the 2008 season is just around the corner. Season tickets are on sale now and are even more affordable. Don't miss any of the exciting arena football action set to return to Cortland Banks Field at the Chevrolet Center in 2008. Call the Thunder office at 330-758-4AF2 or visit MahoningValleyThunder.com. Feel the Thunder. For a limited time, save 10% and the Thunder will pay all taxes and fees.
Seven is our score, and what do you call that, Ralph?
I believe that's Captain Chaos.
Okay.
From the old Cannonball Run movies.
Maybe before my time. You're dating yourself. Derek Shore Eyes with a low line drive kick, which bounces off the wall, and there will be no return for the Blizzard. Gerald Harris kicked at the ball, frustrated that he didn't get a chance to return the football. And you don't see many number zeros on a football field that you see right there. Gerald Harris out of Washington in his third year. And the Blizzard will take over first down and 10 from their own 5-yard line. 7-7 is our score, 1:49 clock rolling. Zeke Dixon out of Stephen F. Austin. Quarterbacking the Blizzard. Dixon to throw. Dixon fires, and the pass is complete to Scott Bernowski. Breaks away. Bernowski across the 25 to the 20. Down to the 15 and inside the 15 to the 14 to the 13. And a penalty flag comes in. And it looks as though Donald Sweeney may have shoved Bernowski over that wall, over the padded wall that is, and the officials took exception.
Here's the bad part of that play right there. We see Reggie Perkins in perfect position to make a tackle. Instead, he decides to push him. And 25 yards later, Bernowski's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Late hit, the number 6 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
I don't know. I don't think that's anything we haven't seen all year from all of these arena teams. I mean, how many times did we see Chris Archie end up in the first, second row?
But they'll tack the yardage on, and under a minute and a half to go, it'll be first and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. And the Blizzard quickly knocking on the door once again. Zeke Dixon sends Nathan Hardwick in high motion. Dixon to throw. Dixon firing. End zone touchdown! A big hit put on Kellen Allen, but Allen hangs on.
Boy, did he ever take a hit. Donald Sweeney takes out some of that frustration right here. Boy, but somehow Kellen Allen hangs on to that football.
And he's likely checking out to make sure all of his bearings are straight and that he knows exactly where he is. 13-7, Thunder now on the short end. Forsstrom on for the point after. It's an errant snap, and they get the hold down. And Forsstrom boots it through. 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Blizzard 14, Thunder 7 on the Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
Holy smokes. Soon as I turn 16, I'm going to learn how to fly.
Soon as you get a little bit older, I'm going to learn how to fly.
Soon as we side the house, I'm going to learn how to fly.
Grandpa, didn't you always say you wanted to learn how to fly?
Cure your case of soon-as disease. Learn to fly now at Salem Air Park. The locally owned and operated flight school has affordable, personalized programs. You could be flying soon as you call Salem Air Park, 3 miles north of Salem, Route 45.
Wednesday is market day at the Four Seasons Flea Market, the area's largest farm market, and now the fresh farm produce is at its best. Plus, see hundreds of vendors with tools, toys, and everything that you can imagine.
We get all our fresh produce at Four Seasons for a fraction of supermarket prices.
More produce is arriving now from some of the region's largest growers. The selection and the values are spectacular. Wednesdays and Sundays, it's the Four Seasons, Route 422 McCartney Road, just west of the PA line.
Blizzard quickly, they go back out in front, 14-7. And with 20.1 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, Chris Johnson and the Thunder will try to get back an electrifying return. Reggie Perkins is likewise set to return. This kickoff. Bob Forsstrom approaches, kicks it high into the air, and it'll be taken off the screen, bobbled by Reggie Perkins. Perkins will bring it out across the 5, cuts it to the outside, and he's brought down at the 9-yard line. And we are under 10 seconds to go. And we'll take a timeout and be back. 14-7 Blizzard of the Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
Doctors at Advanced Podiatry believe in using a conservative approach to most foot and ankle problems. However, they are board certified in foot, ankle, and reconstructive surgery, and certified in wound care as well. They have fully equipped surgical facilities at each of their offices and staff privileges at all area hospitals. Your care is personalized to fit your lifestyle and budget. All insurance plans accepted. Advanced Podiatry. Call for an appointment at one of their convenient office locations.
Hey, Arena football fans, the Mahoning Valley Thunder's inaugural season is over, but the 2008 season is just around the corner. Season tickets are on sale now and are even more affordable. Don't miss any of the exciting arena football action set to return to Cortland Banks Field at the Chevrolet Center in 2008. Call the Thunder office at 330-7584-AF2 or visit MahoningValleyThunder.com. Feel the Thunder. For a limited time, save 10% and the Thunder will pay all taxes and fees.
All set for second quarter action. The Blizzard 14, Mahoning Valley Thunder 7. As the Thunder look to earn their 7th win of their inaugural season. And the Blizzard look to get into double digits in terms of wins and improve to 10-6. Mike Holt has done a terrific job with this young expansion team. He's had a nice long career in arena football, and I know the Thunder owners, as well as the other front office folks, have nothing but the best things to say about what Mike Holt has done, about how he's kept the most important things as important, and that is getting high quality players that also have high character value as well. And that's the most important thing when you have a new team. You're trying to get a franchise started and get it off on the right track.
You know, and I think it's difficult, too, as a head coach in this league to deal with the ever-changing roster of your team. You know, you don't have a group of guys you set out with at the beginning of the season that you know you're going to have throughout. You know, we've seen this Thunder roster change pretty extensively over the course of the last 2 or 3 months. And, you know, I think that's very difficult for a coach to make those adjustments. And, you know, not being around arena football that much, I think he's done a great job.
Say football is going to go away for a few weeks, but not for long. High school football less than a month away. Fox 1762 kicks off the season with a special Thursday night game, August 23rd. Tune in to see the new Youngstown East battle Canfield. Catch all of the action on our Fox 1762 high school football game of the week. Not just the highlights, we'll have the whole game. Again, Thursday night, August 23rd at 11 o'clock, right here on Fox 1762. Certainly looking forward to that. Thunder looking forward to getting back in the end zone. Schneider to throw. Schneider fires. Kenny Johnson makes the grab. He's across the 10, and he's shoved back at about the 12. And it'll be a short gain of about 4 or so on first down, bringing up second down.
Because Schneider looks downfield, had nothing, has to go to his little outlet receiver, and the Blizzard do a good job of covering those deep guys.
Schneider 4-5 for 24 yards. And they'll actually give him forward progress, the receiver Kenny Johnson, to the 15-yard line. So ends up being about a gain of 5. So second down and 5. Chris Johnson at the top of your screen going in high motion. And penalty flags rain in once again. And let's see, it was Tyree Young moving early again. Greg Allen will let us know in the not too distant future he's barking up a storm. So one would conclude that. Yep.
Encroachment, number 99 of the defense, unabated to the quarterback. Play results in a first down, 5-yard penalty. That's their third one of the half. They will be in a bonus after this penalty.
You know, at that point, you got to wonder why Coach Doug Lytle just doesn't say, hey, get off the field for a little bit. You know, 3 offsides penalties in a matter of probably 6 offensive snaps. There you look at the penalty tracker and you see 5 for the Blizzard, 3 of those on that guy right there.
Tyree Young out of IUP. Schneider back to throw. Schneider firing. Pass is caught by Kenny Johnson and he's run into the wall. It'll be a first down at the 20-yard line into Blizzard territory.
That's the second time we've seen Kenny Johnson run that crossing route. First time Mike Schneider saw him a little late, wasn't able to complete it. This time sees him just in time. As you see, he catches that, steps down, and is forced out of bounds.
It'll be another first down, under 13.5 to go here until the half. 2 receivers near side of the right. Chris Johnson, top of your screen. Schneider to throw, fires, passes complete to Kenny Johnson. He's brought down inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. So another short pass, very efficient, pass is complete. And that's really the type of a theme that we have seen from when Mike Schneider was quarterbacking the team.
Yeah, really 2 contrasting styles between Glenn Gant, who quarterbacked a lot of these games this season for the Thunder. More of a vertical passer, looks downfield. Mike Schneider, more of that intermediate passer, very accurate with his passes, but we don't see him go down the field quite as often.
Schneider barking out the signals. Schneider to throw, steps up, firing, end zone, touchdown! Chris Johnson made a terrific diving grab. There is a penalty flag down. Let's check it out. And if my gut instinct is correct, it looks like it will be pass interference in the Blizzard, but Johnson caught it anyway.
Yeah, Ronnie Amati on coverage right there. Looked like he had his right hand on Chris Johnson's back.
Penalties declined, touchdown.
That's exactly what it was. Obviously, that will be declined, and Thunder find themselves in the end zone once again.
An extra point off the foot of Derek Shoreeyes from tying the ball game up at 14 apiece. It'll come out of the hold of one of the newcomers, the backup quarterback, David Dinkins. A hold is down and the kick is underway, and the kick is good. 12 to go, first half. We are where we were when we started, all tied up. This time at 14-all on the Fox 1762 Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
Being stranded on the road is scary, but an Auto Club membership is expensive. That's why I'm with Safe Auto. Of course, I get minimum coverage at low monthly payments, and now I also get free 24/7 roadside assistance in case I ever have a problem. So I play it safe with Safe Auto. They keep me legal for less, and I get free 24/7 roadside assistance. That's tough to beat. I call now.
The call is free. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Safe Auto.
Excellent. I'm Leo.
We can't stop singing their phrases. The Simpsons. Monday at 7 on Fox 1762.
It's gonna be one hot summer. So hit the pool, play a little golf, and take in a ball game. It's the King of Summer, only on the King of Queens.
I swept myself a bra.
Monday at 7:30 on Fox 1762.
Four plays, 41 yards, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Chris Johnson with a 12-yard touchdown reception. Ensuing kickoff coming your way now. Harris plays it off the net, but he muffs it. It comes off that net, and it will not be returned. It'll be first down and 10 for Green Bay at the 12:04 mark.
Well, I think at this time, this Thunder defense has to step up, really giving up a touchdown in 2 plays on the last drive. They need to get really focused here and try to get a stop on this Green Bay offense.
Zeke Dixon has thrown for 46 yards and a touchdown. A long pass of 32 yards, which was really the result of some poor tackling. The hands of the Thunder. Dixon back to throw. Dixon steps up, fires, and it is almost intercepted. Donald Sweeney, right place, right time. He very nearly made a terrific diving interception.
And that's exactly the type of spark that this Thunder defense needs at turnover. How many times have we seen this year, Chad, when the Thunder get a turnover, really sparks that offense, gets the defense popped up for the next possession? That's what they have to be looking for.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion. A pair of receivers near side to the left. High motion, that's Nathan Hardwick. Zeke Dixon back to throw, fires from his own end zone down the field, and the pass is caught. Scott Bernowski made a one-handed snag. Penalty flags down.
That might actually be offensive pass interference. We're going to see here. It sure looked like Bernowski pushed off. They were battling heading down the field, him and Mo Taylor. A lot of time for Zeke Dixon to pass that ball. And right there at the end of the field, right there at the end of that, you see the right hand of Scott Bernowski push off.
Yes, it was. We'll see if the officials saw it the same way. Bernowski out of UW La Crosse.
Pass interference on the one of the defense. Penalties decline. Result of the play is a first down.
We'll take a look at it. It's hard to see anything on that. The only thing you see is number 8, Bernowski push off of Mo Taylor right there.
Not much contact at all, to be honest with you.
No, and you know what, to be honest, there's the flag there. So that comes in late. Questionable call.
So it'll be first down and 10. For the Blizzard, in high motion goes Bernowski. Dixon firing, screen pass, which is incomplete. And more penalty flags come in. Antonio Ficklin out of San Jose State was the intended target. We saw him run the football in the first quarter. Could not make the grab of the screen pass, however.
Take a look at the nose guard right there. Eddie Robinson probably could have called that as well on Brandon Brown. Both of them jumping early.
So back the Thunder up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5. And they'll spot it inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. In high motion goes Kellen Allen. Dixon to throw. Dixon steps up. Dixon is brought down. Mike Andrews and Eddie Robinson in the stop. If they did not make the stop, Dixon goes into the end zone for another touchdown.
And if you're the Blizzard coach, Doug Lido, you have to worry every time you see your quarterback run. He's the only quarterback, Chad, listed on this roster here tonight. I don't know who would come in if he would get hurt. We mentioned earlier that the starter for most of the season left this week to go to the Canadian Football League.
Maybe you'll go down and play quarterback. Who knows?
You know, if they asked me to, I would.
I hear you have a cannon of an arm.
A rocket.
Dixon turns, pitches, Ficklin plows over the right side, and he's down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line.
Donald Sweeney a little slow getting up after getting run over there by that guy, Antonio Ficklin.
6'2", 273 pounds worth of Antonio Ficklin running at full speed. Coming up on the 9-minute mark here until the half. First down and goal from the 5. Run play and around. This is Gerald Harris. And Harris is in for a touchdown.
It's a nice little wrinkle that time by the Blizzard. Put Harris in that high motion instead of going out for a pass. Comes up and receives the handoff. So you fake to the fullback, give it to the guy coming in high motion, and by the time the defense figures it out, he's already in the end zone.
5-yard touchdown run for Gerald Harris. And it is now 20-14 in favor of Green Bay. On for the point after is Bob Forstrom. And Forstrom kicks it right through the pipes. 8:05 to play here until halftime. Thunder on the short end. It's 21-14 on the Fox 1762. Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
Holy smokes. Soon as I turn 16, I'm going to learn how to fly.
Soon as you get a little bit older, I'm going to learn how to fly. Soon as we side the house, I'm going to learn how to fly.
Grandpa, didn't you always say you wanted to learn how to fly?
Cure your case of soon as disease. Learn to fly now at Salem Airpark. The locally owned and operated flight school has affordable, personalized programs. You could be flying soon as you call Salem Airpark, 3 miles north of Salem, Route 45.
Hey, Arena football fans, the Mahoning Valley Thunder's inaugural season is over, but the 2008 season is just around the corner. Season tickets are on sale now and are even more affordable. Don't miss any of the exciting arena football action set to return to Cortland Banks Field at the Chevrolet Center in 2008. Call the Thunder office at 330-758-4AF2 or visit MahoningValleyThunder.com. Feel the Thunder. For a limited time, save 10% and the Thunder will pay all taxes and fees.
21-14, Green Bay leading Mahoning Valley. As we will pick things up at the 8:05 mark. Forstrom with a low line drive kick, which is gobbled up by Reggie Perkins across the goal line to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. Cuts away at the 20, and he's brought down as a penalty flag is tossed in from the Green Bay side of the field. So we'll check that out and see if this terrific field position will in fact stand. Perkins is fast in the open field.
Boy, you saw that huge hole open up to right in the middle.
Number 1 of the receiving team. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
Maurice Taylor guilty of the infraction on the return, so back the Thunder up. We'll see just where they'll be backed up to in just a moment. It'll be first down and 10. And Ralph, we're yet to see the Thunder really take a shot down the field. And Mike Schneider, one of the big things that he has going for him, a terrific throwing arm. Head coach Mike Holt said he's got an absolute cannon, but we haven't seen him throw it down the field yet. Maybe here. Not really. Screen pass to Murphy, and Murphy goes head first into that padded wall on the opposite side of the field.
You know, I think one of the reasons why he has it is there's been great coverage by this Blizzard secondary. Right there, I was watching for it. You look at those defensive backs, all of them in great position with their receivers. So really the only outlet for you are those skip passes. You know, once you hit a couple of those, though, you force those guys to cheat up a little bit, and maybe that's when you can hit the home run ball. But obviously the crowd and everybody wants to see the long passes because that's what's most exciting.
Easier said than done, that's for sure. 7:06 to go. Here in quarter number 2, Schneider to throw, firing, screen pass is complete to Majors. And Majors has run into that wall and rolled down. Brian Majors out of Southern Utah, 6'1", 180 pounds. And he's seen a lot more playing time with the injury to DeMarcus Mathis and the departure of Chris Archie. Second down and 7 after a gain of, well, we'll call it now third down and 4, I beg your pardon. Schneider back to pass. Schneider steps up, fires, and the pass is complete to Johnson. And Johnson has run into the wall, but not before he's got a Thunder first down.
Boy, how did he get that pass in there? Had some pressure up the front, but boy, that guy right there, Donnie Amati, had great coverage off his back foot. Talk about a strong arm. How about that? Zinging it in there off your back foot, right under coverage.
Pinpoint accuracy for Mike Schneider. Chris Johnson, bottom of your screen in high motion. A pair of receivers. Far side to the left. And what else is new? 2 more penalty flags come in. And I think, well, we'll see. Did Tyree Young jump again? If he did, he may have to walk back to Green Bay.
Number 99 of defense. Green Bay is in the bonus. There will be a 10-yard penalty. First down, Mahoning down.
Wow. Again, it's amazing the fact that you think he'd be so self-conscious about it at this point after 2 penalties, let alone 3, and you're lining up in front of that football. You know, when it moves, you move. It's pretty simple, but Tyree Young is struggling with it tonight.
Kenny Johnson goes in high motion. Chris Johnson takes the screen pass at the 10, cuts it back at the 5, touchdown! What a move by Chris Johnson!
Boy, thank God for Chris Johnson. He has been the spark for this offense for the latter half of this season and is showing again tonight. Nice play fake to the left, come back to the screen on the right-hand side. The receivers, the other blockers right there. What a great job getting down the field to get those blocks.
Chris Johnson's second touchdown reception of the night.
And that last block, by the way, was the center, Wally Sonny, getting all the way back down the field.
Got to give the big bodies some love, that's for sure. Shore Eyes with a point after. High snap. And the hold is down, and Shore Eyes boots it through. 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. 21-21 on the Fox 1762. Thunder Arena Football Game of the Week.
Wednesday is market day at the Four Seasons Flea Market, the area's largest farm market, and now the fresh farm produce is at its best. Plus, see hundreds of vendors with tools, toys, and everything that you can imagine.
We get all our fresh produce at Four Seasons for a fraction of supermarket prices.
More produce is arriving now from some of the region's largest growers. The selection and the values are spectacular. Wednesdays and Sundays, it's the Four Seasons, Route 422 McCartney Road, just west of the PA line.
Our business is exploding, so we're enlarging our facilities to serve you better. And yes, Preston Toyota Boardman is open for business while rebuilding. Record new car sales have filled our lots with quality trade-ins. And you can choose from a great selection of Toyota certified pre-owned vehicles with a 100,000-mile warranty. I'm Bob Preston. Come in now and save on new and used during our construction sale at Preston Toyota Boardman on Market Street, south of the mall.
The Toyota Giant.
Give me advantage.
21 all, and a new youngster has a brand new t-shirt that sports Mahoning Valley Thunder. Hi, how are you? Here's to hoping he goes home tonight with the joys of a Thunder victory, as that one will be gobbled up after it goes right through the uprights. Gerald Harris won't go anywhere with it, however. It's blown dead. And a terrific kick by Derek Shoreeyes. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 5-yard line.
Well, we talked about in the last defensive possession here for the Thunder, the fact that they need to step up this Thunder defense. And, you know, the way this game is going, it's going to be whoever's defense steps up first and could get a stop might win this ball game, the way these offenses are playing. And you'd love right here before halftime to get a stop, get a score, and go in with that momentum.
High motion for the Blizzard. Dixon fires right side screen pass, which is complete. And the foot race is on. Callan Allen down that sideline on the far side of the field. And he's into Thunder territory after a nice nifty pickup on 1st down from deep in Blizzard territory.
Yeah, just a simple screen pass, just like what we saw from the Thunder. Although some very poor tackling again. You're going to see Sam Crenshaw get dragged here for about 5-10 yards.
First down and 10. This is a run play left side. Penalty flags down as Antonio Ficklin is brought down. This one may be coming back because of a hold, but we'll find out.
All right, Brandon Brown says it's against the Blizzard. We'll see if he has a future in officiating.
Clip on number 70, the offense. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
So it'll stay 1st down, but because of the clip, that field position will get a little bit worse. Three and a half minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Chad Krespinski, Ralph Sandy with you. Zeke Dixon, 97 yards passing and a touchdown to his credit. And he will send a pair of receivers near side to the left, one in high motion, far side to the right. Dixon back to throw. Dixon fires, and a great defensive play for the Thunder's Maurice Taylor.
Well, that's the 2nd time in as many series these Thunder defensive backs have come up and made a play on the ball just short of an interception. Zeke Dixon has all the time in the world to throw, which makes it even more impressive for Mo Taylor to come up and break on that football.
Taylor out of Northern Arizona. 5'11", 185 pounds. Dixon back to throw again. Dixon is flushed from the pocket, firing down the field. Caught! Touchdown! Callan Allen out of Southern Illinois, a Gateway Conference alum. And he makes a terrific grab for a touchdown on 1st and long. And the Blizzard back out in front. It's 27-21, pending an extra point.
Now, this is a game of inches. Watch Anton Caesar, how close he is to getting that sack right there. If he gets it, we have a whole different ball game, but somehow he sneaks behind the whole defense and gets himself another touchdown.
Forstrom on for the point after to make this a 7-point game once again. And his kick is right down the pipe. 1